These are the miracles of Jesus according to the book of Mark. This video highlights 9 of Jesus' remarkable miracles in the book of Mark. From casting out demons to healing the blind, each act demonstrates his extraordinary power and compassion. These miracles are not just events of the past. They speak to us about faith, hope, and the nature of Jesus' ministry. Prepare to be captivated by these powerful stories that have shaped beliefs and inspired followers for centuries. Witness the compassionate power of Jesus one miraculous night, just after dusk, as he heals the sick and oppressed in a single profound evening. As night falls, crowds gather and many are brought to Jesus, each afflicted with various ailments or oppressed by demons. With compassion and authority, Jesus heals them, showcasing his power over both physical illness and spiritual oppression. This mass healing at the beginning of the book of Mark emphasizes Jesus' role as a healer and his deep compassion for suffering humanity. The fulfillment of prophecy through these healings, as noted in the book of Matthew, highlights Jesus as the promised Savior. This event demonstrates the holistic nature of Jesus' ministry, addressing both physical needs and spiritual liberation. Delve into the inspiring story of Jesus healing a paralytic man lowered through a roof, a powerful display of faith, forgiveness, and healing. This miracle, occurring in a crowded house, exemplifies the determination and faith of those seeking Jesus' healing. Jesus first addresses the man's sins, emphasizing the connection between spiritual and physical healing. The healing of the paralytic, amidst skepticism from onlookers, demonstrates Jesus' divine authority to forgive sins. The miracle serves as a profound display of Jesus' compassion and power, encouraging faith in his ability to heal both body and soul. It underscores the importance of community and collective faith in bringing about healing and transformation. A fierce storm, terrified disciples, and a boat at the mercy of raging waters. In this setting, Jesus demonstrated not just his power over nature, but also a profound lesson in faith. As Jesus and his disciples crossed the Sea of Galilee, a sudden and violent storm threatened to sink their boat. The Sea of Galilee was notorious for its unpredictable and dangerous storms. While the disciples panicked, Jesus remained asleep in the boat, an image of peace amidst chaos, illustrating his trust in God's protection. In desperation, the disciples woke Jesus, pleading for help. Their fear reflected a common human reaction to seemingly insurmountable problems. Jesus rebuked the wind and the waves with the words, "Peace, be still," and the storm ceased immediately, showing his command over the forces of nature. This miracle was a powerful lesson in faith. Jesus questioned the disciples' fear and lack of faith, teaching that in the midst of life's storms, faith in him brings peace. In the region of the Gerasenes, a man tormented by demons encountered Jesus. The ensuing event would not only free the man, but also shock the local community. Near the tombs outside the town, a man with a legion of demons lived in isolation and suffering, too powerful for any chains to restrain him. Upon seeing Jesus, the demons recognized him and begged not to be tormented before the appointed time, revealing their knowledge of Jesus' divine authority. The demons begged Jesus to send them into a nearby herd of pigs. This unusual request highlights the spiritual realm's recognition of Jesus' authority. Jesus granted the request, and the demons entered the pigs, which then rushed into the lake and drowned, visually demonstrating the eradication of evil. The healed man wanted to follow Jesus, but was instead sent to share his story. This event showcases Jesus' power over evil and his mission to restore individuals to their community and purpose. 12 years of suffering and isolation, and yet it only took a moment of faith to change everything. Discover the story of a woman whose simple act of touching Jesus' cloak brought about her healing. In a crowd surrounding Jesus, a woman who had suffered from continuous bleeding for 12 years saw an opportunity for healing despite being considered ritually unclean. Due to her condition, she was socially ostracized. Her decision to touch Jesus' cloak was not only an act of faith, but also of immense courage, breaking societal norms. Believing that just touching Jesus' clothes would heal her, she reached out and immediately felt her body heal. an instant response to her faith. Jesus, feeling power go out from him, turned to see who had touched him. His acknowledgement of the woman's act publicly restored her dignity and place in society. This miracle illustrates the power of faith and Jesus' willingness to break down barriers. He offered healing and acceptance to those marginalized by society. In a moment of despair and hopelessness, a synagogue leader named Jairus experienced a profound miracle that defied the finality of death. Jairus, a respected synagogue leader, approached Jesus in a crowd, desperately seeking help for his dying 12-year-old daughter, an act reflecting both his love and his faith. As Jesus went with Jairus, they received the heart-wrenching news that the girl had died. But Jesus encouraged Jairus to keep believing, not to fear. At Jairus' house, people were mourning, and they laughed at Jesus' assertion that the girl was not dead but asleep, symbolizing the common skepticism about Jesus' power. Jesus took the girl by the hand and said, "Talitha cum," which means, "Little girl, I say to you, get up." The girl rose immediately. This miracle, one of only 3 recorded resurrections performed by Jesus, demonstrates his mastery over life and death and offers hope in the darkest of circumstances. In Bethsaida, a unique healing took place, one that involved not just a miraculous touch but a process, revealing a deeper aspect of Jesus' power and the nature of healing. At Bethsaida, a blind man was brought to Jesus. Unlike other healings, this one occurred away from the crowd, suggesting a more personal, intimate healing. Jesus used an unusual method. He spit on the man's eyes and laid hands on him. This method, while unconventional, was symbolic of Jesus' personal involvement in healing. At first, the man saw people looking like trees walking around. This partial healing is unique in Jesus' miracles, showing that sometimes healing is a process. After Jesus laid hands on his eyes again, the man's sight was fully restored, able to see everything clearly, symbolizing complete spiritual and physical healing. This 2-stage healing process illustrates that faith and healing can be gradual. It's a reminder that sometimes our understanding and healing grow over time. Explore the Transfiguration of Jesus, a momentous event where his divine nature was revealed to key disciples, affirming his messianic identity. Jesus' Transfiguration, witnessed by Peter, James, and John, showcased his glory and divine essence atop a mountain. This event, where Jesus' appearance dramatically changed, signified his unique connection to God and his role as the Messiah. Moses and Elijah appeared beside him, symbolizing the law and the prophets and linking Jesus to Jewish tradition. A voice from a cloud declared Jesus as God's beloved Son, reinforcing his divine authority and mission. The Transfiguration strengthened the disciples' understanding and faith in Jesus' true identity and his heavenly mission. Explore Mark's portrayal of the resurrection, marked by an empty tomb, a mysterious messenger, and a mix of fear and amazement. Mark's account focuses on the women who visit Jesus' tomb, only to find it empty with a young man dressed in white inside. The young man, believed to be an angel, announces Jesus' resurrection and instructs the woman to tell his disciples. Unlike other Gospels, Mark's original ending leaves the woman in fear and silence, creating a sense of mystery and awe. Mark emphasizes the women's initial fear and bewilderment, capturing the profound impact of the resurrection event. This account, while brief, underscores the theme of unexpectedness and the transcendence of the divine. That concludes our exploration of miracles in Mark. These 9 powerful acts of Jesus showcase his profound impact. For more such inspiring stories, subscribe and share. Stay connected for deeper insights into Jesus' life and works.